Just to the west of the mighty Mississippi, we're at the home of the Cardinals, Busch Stadium in St. Louis. Today, we'll see a contest from the National League Central between the Chicago Cubs and the St. Louis Cardinals. Live baseball here on MLB Network, and it comes your way next. Miles Mikolas is on the mound for the Cardinals. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, every team needs a pitcher like this one here. His numbers aren't going to blow you away. Career ERA just under 4. But one thing he does, he takes the ball every 5 days, throws strikes, and gives his team a chance to win every single time he goes out there. He'll be fun to watch in this one here today. Settling in now, Ben Zobrist. And we are ready for some daytime baseball. First delivery to him on the way. That's lifted the other way out to left. Ozuna on the run. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. With that, a look at the Cubbies' starting lineup. Dan, who do we keep an eye on? Well, I'll keep an eye on the leadoff guy and see what he can do in this one. This guy hit over 300 last year, and man, it was impressive. Just hitting over 300 is really something special to look at. He's a consistent hitter. I love watching his approach. He doesn't make a lot of mistakes. He'll be there again this year if he continues to stay within himself. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field. And that's off the left field wall. And he'll pull into second with one away. That's what good hitters do. You get a pitch you like and you just explode on it. He blasted that one over the left fielder's head for an easy double. The next Cub up, Anthony Rizzo. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Nope. A ball and no strikes. A great case of a manager sticking up for his pitcher right there and giving that umpire an earful. He didn't get that pitch called the way he wanted it to, but the manager's planting a seed in that umpire's mind to try to expand the strike zone so some of those borderline pitches start to go his pitcher's way. 1-1 the count to the Cubs' first baseman.
This is the stuff that infuriates a manager. You have to think the game. You got to know he's trying to pitch around you. You cannot swing at that pitch out of the zone.
Nope. Inside here with the hard stuff, and it's 2-1 now. Time for a look at the umpires working this one. Behind the plate is Darryl Parker. Hey, not a very big strike zone, but a strike zone that kind of moves around a little bit too much for my liking.
Yeah, Dan, I know there's not a clear scouting report with Darryl. I'll tell you what, you're going to know in the first 2 innings where he's going to be.
2-2.
Hey, I love the location right there. Maybe that extra base hit was a big wake-up call to get it going.
Bryant leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Hit in the air out to left field. Ozuna is under it. 2 gone. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
Batting fourth, the shortstop, Javier Baez.
So a runner in scoring position with 2 men gone. And in to bat next, the versatile weapon Javier Baez. First pitch coming. Here it is. Now a swing and a miss at a slider for a strike.
Hey, from a pitcher's standpoint, sometimes the greatest pitch is the slider that backs up. He got away with that one, but he wants that thing to bury down the way.
Comes set, the 0-1. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. Baez has all the necessary skills to play great defense on the left side of the infield, and it makes him really fun to watch. He can pick it with the best of them, but what sets him apart is the huge arm. It's accurate, it's incredibly strong, certainly has the ability to uncork a throw and beat a runner when he needs to, and it's impressive to watch. And Goldschmidt will make the catch, and that ends the inning. Cubs strand one. Nothing for the Cubs to start. Cards coming up next. You're dialed into MLB Network. John Lester, the southpaw out of the state of Washington, will be the starter. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, every team needs a pitcher like this one here. His numbers aren't going to blow you away. Career ERA just under 4. But one thing he does, he takes the ball every 5 days, throws strikes, and gives his team a chance to win every single time he goes out there. He'll be fun to watch in this one here today.
Here's Matt Carpenter. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Now the first pitch here from Lester. Fly ball right down the line in left. Schwarber has a read on it, and he hauls it down in the corner. Now a moment here in St. Louis to look at the Cardinals starting lineup. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, I love what Matt Carpenter brings to the table for this team. He comes into this one having taken the starter deep in 3 prior at-bats. That's a pretty good indicator that he likes facing this guy, and he sees the ball well out of his hand. He could be in for a big game.
The next to bat for St. Louis, Paul DeYoung, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. Fouled away. DeYoung in an 0-2 hole here. One out, nobody on. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball, a high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. His past history against John Lester, he's batting .500, 6 for 12. He's taken him deep once. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Count now a ball and a strike. Lester has a reputation, or a knack if you will, for working himself out of tough situations when he finds himself there. A lot of relief pitchers are known for that, obviously, but as a starter, that's certainly a valuable characteristic to have.
Matty D, and I'm going to tell you who likes this. The bullpen likes it, and the manager likes this, because most pitchers are going to get into trouble at least 1 or 2 times during the course of a start, and it's nice to know as a manager that you have a guy that's out there that can pitch with men on base.
And we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. Still no score. So in now for Chicago, Kyle Schwarber. He'll start things out in the top half of the second. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Just able to get a piece of that for strike one. The windup and the 0-1. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
I know that fastball registered at about 92, 93, but I guarantee you it looked about 4 to 5 miles an hour faster than that for this offensive player. After coming off a curveball, the old push the throttle and pull it is being used.
And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground at the left side. And now it'll rattle up against the wall. And the Cubs could be onto something here. It's a leadoff double.
As we take another look here, you can see it's a two-seam fastball running away from him at the plate. So he does the smart thing, not trying to pull it or just rolling over it, just goes with it and has enough juice on it to drive it for a double.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras, and he'll hit with a chance to push across the game's first run.
Yeah, great RBI opportunity here, but at the very least, he needs to find a way to advance that runner to third. Small things like that in a tight game can make a big difference.
First pitch on its way. And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0. Schwarber leads off second with nobody out. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. One pitch is a slider that's cut on and missed for strike two. Skied into very shallow right. Fowler has a read on it. Makes the play, 1 away.
The St. Louis Cardinals attack you on defense in this fashion. And let's focus on the captain of the defense, Yadier Molina. Future Hall of Famer, ability to control a pitching staff and shut down the opposition's running game.
Runner in scoring position at second with 1 away. And that'll bring up the multi-gold glover Jason Hayward. From the stretch. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1.
0-1.
No score here as we play inning number 2. And there's ball 1.
Looked like he just tried to do too much with that fastball right there. He overthrew it a little bit. That's pretty much the case when you airmail a fastball like that.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Now a swing by Hayward, but he got out in front a little too much as this will hook into the seats. A foul ball and right. The 1-2. He swung on and missed, strike 3.
For me, check swings are right there next to bang bang plays at first
Almora
as the most difficult calls for an ump to make. Taking a look at show motion, the batter doesn't appear to hold up enough, so I think the call was right.
And now here's the versatile outfielder Albert Almora Jr. And no swing, apparently. Ball one.
1-1.
Well, you're in trouble at the plate if you fall behind this guy 0-2. So that was a good job to hold up right there.
Into right field. That's a base hit. And the runner at third will put the brakes on here as they didn't want to chance it even with 2 outs.
Batting ninth, the pitcher.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
In now, John Lester, as he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball. 0-1. Twos all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2. The 0-1 offering. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2.
Well, that's a tough pitch to take right there, right down the middle. But I think that happens when you're facing a good pitcher like this guy. The last thing you're expecting is one right down the pipe, and unfortunately, he let that one go, and he'd like to have that pitch back to take a good swing at that one.
The 0-2 on the ground to third, taken in by Carpenter. On to first, and the Cubs squander what looked like a good opportunity as that ends the inning. Cubs strand a couple. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Here's Marcell Ozuna. His past history against John Lester. He's got 5 base hits in 18 at-bats. 2 of those hits were for home runs. First delivery to him on the way. Lays off 1-0.
That's a good take on that fastball there. You know he's looking for something up there to drive, but that was just a little above his happy zone. Not everyone has the discipline to hold back on those.
On the corner away, a ball and a strike.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A called strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
Two balls and a strike to the St. Louis leadoff hitter.
He's up in the zone a lot right now. Sometimes that can be effective, but I think you have to be careful with that, especially during a day game where the ball tends to carry a lot more.
And he takes a big swing at that one as this one's lifted high in the air and deep out to left field. Out of here, into the visitors' bullpen. A solo shot here to left, and the Cardinals move out in front 1-0.
Give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in the game.
Here's Dexter Fowler now, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball. 1-0. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
Well, I'll tell you, if he wants to turn things around, that pitch is one he's going to have to start locating a lot better.
2-0 count, and the pitch. A swing and a ground ball to third. And that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at third.
This is the cat and mouse of baseball right here. Batter versus pitcher. You fight so hard as an offensive player to get count leverage. 1-0, 2-0, 3-1. Check out the batting averages in those counts, and then check out the batting averages in even and behind counts with 2 strikes. 2-0, your eyes light up, and that batter didn't miss it.
Stepping up to the plate, Yadier Molina. Lester sets. Here's the first pitch. 0-1 the count. Behind 0-2 now. Fowler gets his lead at first, nobody out. Two strike deliveries in the dirt. 1-2 now.
Good job by the catcher to keep the ball from getting too far away and allowing that base runner to get into scoring position. That keeps the double play in order, which they need, seeing as they've already given up 1 run in this inning.
Now the 1-2 coming to Molina. A bouncer up the middle. And that's through for a hit.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is. They're looking to line them, drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good two-strike adjustment, able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
Colton Wong will stand in, and he fouls this one off. First and second here with nobody out. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Okay, here's how the Cubbies are lining up defensively. Let's take a look at catcher Wilson Contreras. This guy's got one of the best arms in the game. Think Gary Sanchez, but in the National League. Nobody wants to attempt stealing bags on this guy, and brings a powerful bat to the lineup.
Stepping in for the Cardinals, Harrison Bader. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch coming. Here it is. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And nearly a 3-run shot. Instead, it's a foul ball. Now Lester's 0-1. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. We're in the second with the Redbirds holding a 1-0 lead. And this one's up around the eyes. 2-1.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with 2 guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
Ready with 2 balls and a strike. Too high that time, and it's 3-1.
I'm seeing him aim the ball right now. And that's a trap you fall into as a pitcher when you're not as confident in your stuff as you should be. You got to trust your stuff.
Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full. 3-2. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Zobrist calls for it, and that's the second out of the inning.
The pitcher,
So it's first and second with 2 men gone. And in to bat next, the pitcher, Miles Michaelis. Now the first pitch here from Lester. And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half. Called strike. 0-2.
Sometimes you just can't overthink it. If a guy can't hit a certain pitch in a certain quadrant, Why would you throw him anything else? Case in point, this guy's cold zone is away, and this pitch...
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. But the Cards are on the board first thanks to this solo blast. We've played 2. It's now 1-0 St. Louis. Into the box, Ben Zobrist. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. On a line, that's a base hit. With that, the Cubs get their leadoff man aboard.
Whoa, that ball was close. Whizzed right by his head. I think he probably heard it go by, guys. That's pretty unsettling for a pitcher. Trust me, I know.
Here's Chris Bryant now, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Fastball just missed above the zone. Zobrist on at first, nobody out. Now a double play ball here as this is on the ground to third. Wong for 1. On to first to complete the double play.
The first baseman, number 44, Anthony Rizzo.
So base is empty now after the double play. And here comes the first baseman, Anthony Rizzo. Here comes the first pitch. Curveball just misses apparently. 1-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone.
Pitching isn't always about getting everyone out. Sometimes it's about being smart and knowing when to pick your battles. He's been really careful with this hitter so far, and rightfully so.
Now the 2-0. Nope. 3-0.
Now with the bases empty, I think he needs to be careful not to just groove one here just because it's 3-0. He's a guy that could ambush you and lose one over the wall.
The 3-0 pitch. This is on the ground over to first. Fielded by Goldschmidt. A flip to the pitcher covering as that will retire the side. Nothing happening there for the Cubbies. It remains 1-0. With Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian as the TCU product. The left-handed hitting Matt Carpenter is the first to bat in the inning. First pitch of the at-bat. Good take there to lay off the high fastball. Oh, and he had him guessing there, and it's a ball and a strike. The 1-1. And it's fouled away. The 1-2. Gets him looking. Strike 3.
Pitching 101 is changing location and upsetting the hitter's timing. You do that, and everything's going to be fine. In that strikeout, he never threw the same pitch twice in a row, and he won the battle because of it.
So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder, Paul DeYoung. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball one. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The 1-0 is in there for strike one. Bases are empty, one man out. A ball hit softly on a line to third. And plenty of time over there at third to get a glove up, and there are two down.
First baseman, Goldschmidt.
Ready for another chance? Paul Goldschmidt, 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. 2 out, nobody on. That misses. 2-0. 2-1 to count. The 2-2 doesn't get the zone. Count full now. Grounded back up the middle. There's a balanced throw. Gets him. Nice play there as the side is retired. Down in order go the Cardinals, but they lead it 1-0. So striding forward now, Javier Baez, last year's recipient of the Silver Slugger Award for NL second baseman. First delivery to him on the way. And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0.
A lot of righty pitchers will throw that two-seamer to right-handed hitters to try to jam the guy or even make some firewood. He got it in there, but that was a good take to lay off and take the ball.
And that misses low and inside. 2 balls and no strikes.
Now with the 2-0 count and the power at the plate, it could be fireworks time. This is the kind of count he makes his money in.
2 balls and a strike to Javier Baez.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
Two and 2 now to Baez. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone.
Great AB so far. I'd really like to see this guy work a walk and get on base for this team. Maybe give them a shot of confidence that they got a shot to get back in this one.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Kyle Schwarber. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate.
Yeah, give me a repeat performance of that last double. With a man on first right now, let him run, get you a ribby.
Fastball in there for a called strike. One and 1 to Schwarber. And a curveball's by him that time as he falls behind now 1-2. Breaking ball there is down. Good job of laying off. It's back to 2-2.
He's got him on the ropes at 2-2, but I don't think he'll try to get him out with another curveball. He's seen it already a couple of times, so it's not going to surprise him anymore.
Fouled off. Ready with another 2-2. And another foul ball. Baez aboard here at first with nobody out. Fouled away. Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball.
After multiple pitches were fouled off, it gets a little disappointing as a pitcher. So you think, say, I'm going to throw one way off the plate and see if he'll chase it. Didn't happen.
A full count now to Kyle Schwarber. Pulled toward right center field. Bader will back up and put this away for a long out, number 1.
The catcher, number 40, Wilson Contreras.
So one away here in the Chicago 4th. And stepping up to hit next, the catcher, Wilson Contreras. As a look, now the pitch. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. Wong for 1. On to first, and it's another double play. Their second in the first 4 innings, as that one will retire the side. So they go down without a whimper here. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. Cards lead it 1-0. Welcome back to Busch Stadium as we send it down to Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cardinals to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Now the Cardinals' number 4 hitter, Marcell Ozuna. He got a hold of one and went yard in his first appearance in this one.
And that's been the entire offense so far in this one. They've been shut down other than that.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. First pitch of the inning misses here to the cleanup man. It's 1-0. Ozuna, a native of the Dominican Republic. This is his 6th season for him in the big leagues. Big swing and a miss at the changeup. A ball and a strike. Hit hard, but this will be a foul ball. Lester's ready, looking to put him away here on a ball and 2 strikes. A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's 1 away.
This is why it's so hard to be successful as a hitter when you fall behind in the count of 1-2. You're probably expecting some sort of off-speed pitches, but when the pitcher offers up a good hard fastball, it's pretty hard to adjust and catch up to it.
Into the box now, Dexter Fowler, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. Bouncer to the left side. And there are 2 away now.
Catcher number 4, Javier Baez.
So bases are empty. empty here with 2 gone. And here now is the catcher, Yadier Molina. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but a foul ball here, 0-1. Now Lester's 0-1. And he fouls this one off. Lester's 2-0 home. Lined hard toward right center. Almora will get there, and he puts it away to retire. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. Between innings, I was able to discuss the current state of the Cubs lineup with manager Joe Maddon, and he really emphasized that they're not doing a very good job capitalizing on run-scoring opportunities. With just 1 hit with runners in scoring position in the game, you can understand why he feels that way. But he also says he likes the way his guys are responding to the adversity. It seems as though they're keeping their energy and mood up, so we'll see if they can start coming through with some big hits as we go forward.
Thank you, Heidi.
The right fielder, Jason Hayward.
First offering on its way. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1.
Okay, I see where this guy's going, right? He wants to pitch backwards, a little 0-0 curveball. Don't be shocked if this hitter's sitting all over that same pitch right here.
And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now. Looking to punch him out again, the pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Ozuna is under it. Looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone.
Up next for the Cubs, the center fielder, Almora.
Standing in, Albert Almora, a base hit in his first trip. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Cue shot here out towards short, and that'll be the second out.
Now batting, the pitcher, John Lester.
So here now's the pitcher, John Lester. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First delivery to him on the way. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. No runs, 4 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. And a fastball. Tough take there, but it's even back at 2-2. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
Now the payoff pitch home. Line drive to left. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They're down 1-0. Here's the second baseman, Colton Wong, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Trying to lay one down here, but he misses strike one.
You could tell he had made up his mind in the batter's box that he was taking that one with him. Great execution of a changeup. Kind of spoiled his plan right there.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Two balls and a strike to the St. Louis leadoff hitter. And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. An easy take there, and it's 3-1 now.
Time for him to attack on the mound. He knows this team's struggling offensively. Don't mess around and try and nibble. Just be on the attack and let them beat you.
Runs up and gets this one down. Throw will not be in time as a perfect bunt there nets him a base runner to lead off the inning.
Up next for the Cardinals, the center fielder, Harrison.
At the plate, Harrison Bader. He flew out in his last at-bat. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. Here's a swing and a miss, 1-1.
1-1.
Wong gets his lead at first, nobody out. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. The 2-1 home is looked at for ball 3. The 3-1. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. No walks yet. Here's the delivery. And he will take ball 4. First and second now with nobody out.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Miles Michaelis. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Gotta find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
And this will be swept away in foul territory, and we'll see if they try the bunt again. And no surprise to see the pitcher squaring around as he gets this one down. To second for 1. On to Rizzo at first, and they get them both.
Oh, that's the last thing you want to happen when you're trying to bunt a guy into scoring position. He got it down, but you have to deaden the ball, too. Otherwise, these infielders just eat it up and turn it into a double play.
Into the box, Matt Carpenter, as Lester jumps ahead of him here with strike 1. The 0-1 offering. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Two balls and a strike to Matt Carpenter. Looking to keep this a one-run game, the pitch. And he misses again, ball 3.
This is where you cash your checks right here. 3-1. You're one of the best hitters in the game. You live for situations like this.
And a full count now, 3-2. Payoff pitch on its way, and it's fouled away. He set the payoff pitch. Again, he sends it out of play. And that last pitch was number 74 for Lester in this one. Shoots this one over to first, and that's Bryant into right field for a base hit. And that will plate their second run of the game as they take a 2-0 lead.
Not sure why the pitching coach is even going to the mound. This guy's been on cruise control the entire game. Might be he's just giving his pitcher a chance to catch his breath, regroup, and regain some of that focus.
Now in the box, Paul DeYoung. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. First pitch on its way. And that's inside for a ball, 1-0. And that's right there, and we're even at 1. Two runs, 5 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. It's the Cardinals 2 and the Cubs nothing. Standing in, Ben Zobrist. A hit in 2 tries so far.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. The 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike 1.
Yeah, flip a coin right here. I don't know what you sit on. Fastball in, then a breaking ball down and away. Pick your spot and go with it.
And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. Hit down the line at first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Up next for the Cubs, the third baseman, Bryant.
Digging in, Bryant. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far.
This guy has been unbelievable. There were billboards outside Wrigley while he was still in AAA. And what is he doing? He shows up, Rookie of the Year, MVP. I mean, get in line.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Line towards center field. And he will run this one down. A good read off the bat for the second out.
The first baseman, number 44, Anthony
Rizzo stands in now. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks Looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning form.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
First offering on its way. Squared that one up just a little late. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Lays off this, and it's 1-1.
Still a little bit early to be worrying about this, but in a two-run game, a two-out walk right here could at least get the tying run to the plate. And on top of that, there's some pop on that on-deck circle.
Fouled off. Bases are empty here with 2 men out.
Great job of running that fastball in on his hands right there with 2 strikes. Even though the batter's able to foul that one off, he's set up for almost anything in this pitcher's arsenal.
Weak grounder down the first baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. On its way is pitch number 75. And a slider gets away from him here as it just about got him in the ankle.
Well, what do you do when guys keep fouling pitches off like this? I guess you could back them off the plate by throwing one inside.
Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Straight 3 called, and the inning is over. Cubs are down in order. They trail it here 2-0. Stepping in, Paul Goldschmidt. A matchup with John Lester down to lead off the inning.
The first baseman, Goldschmidt.
Now the first pitch here from Lester. Hard on the ground towards short. And there's one away.
The left fielder, 23,
Marcell Ozuna will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the 2nd inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. Here comes the first pitch. Curveball inside corner, drops in for a strike.
You know, you look at this hitter, he doesn't care about being down 0-1. He doesn't care about having 2 strikes with him. He's got the utmost confidence in his ability to work back into the count and get him something over the heart of the plate.
The windup and the 0-1. That's strike 2 on a well-placed changeup around the knees.
2 great pitches down in the zone. Interested to see where he goes now. Does he bounce something in the dirt? Does he go elevated fastball? A lot of options at hand right now.
And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
Boy, it's hard to sit on an 0-2 fastball. I think that pitch just locked him up a bit. But lucky for him, it was just a little out of the zone.
And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
That has to make you feel really good as a pitcher, right? You're making pitches all around the zone, and then you bring that one inside. You can't do anything with it. What does it do? It just locks you up inside. You have no chance to put the ball in play.
Standing in now, Dexter Fowler. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ball game. Lester ready, the 1-0. A ball and a strike.
1-1.
Fouled are behind a ball and 2 strikes.
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches. The book on him is that he hits the away pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again?
No, Matt, I expect him to mix it up. Most catchers won't call for the same location.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Nothing across here this half. We're through 6 full. It's the Cardinals 2 and the Cubs nothing. Welcome back to Busch Stadium here in St. Louis. 7th inning upon us with the Cardinals out on top, and it's time to check out the game summary to see how we got here. Here's Javier Baez. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Well, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
Here's the first pitch to him. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1.
He's obviously been very impressive on the mound in this one, and I think the big reason why is his ability to stay out of the middle of the zone. That's kind of obvious, but it's clear to me that even when he misses his spots, he's not missing over the plate.
Fouled away. Now the 1-1 pitch. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
This guy is really locked in on the bump right now. He's just playing good old-fashioned hardball right now.
Schwarber.
Just rearing back and letting it go. And it seems like this lineup, they don't have an answer for anything he's bringing so far.
Striding into the box, Kyle Schwarber. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Comes at him with the slider there, and he gets the strike. The 0-1 delivery. And he fouls this one off. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. 1 out, nobody on. Early swing there as he pulls it foul to the right side. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
And it's late in his afternoon of work, and the longer this at bat goes, the better chance of him making a mistake. But as a guy starts to tire, they're more likely to leave the ball up. But man, he's been good so far.
And the slider misses here, so he runs the count full. 3-2.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
Bouncer to the left side. And that's the second out.
The catcher, number 40, Rizzo, Contreras.
Into the box now, Wilson Contreras. No hits to this point. He's ready. Here's the first offering. No balls and 1 strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone. And now the Cardinals get the bullpen working here. Both a lefty and a right-hander have stood up. 2 out, nobody on. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now.
I know to the fans that probably looked like something good to hit, but unless you're sitting breaking ball right there, I don't care if it's middle of the plate. That's a tough pitch to pull the trigger on. That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
He executed that 1-2 curveball pretty well. I think that's right where he wanted it to end up, but he couldn't get him to chase at it. We'll see what they go with now after that didn't work out.
Here now the 2-2. Is a fastball taken high for a ball. Well, he's having a good amount of success here, Dan, even though he hasn't really gotten a ton of swings and misses.
Yeah, it amazes me how every game you pitch can be so different, Matt. Sometimes it feels like guys can't touch you and you're just punching everyone out. But other times you don't have your good stuff and you really rely on movement and location to get outs. That's been the case for him today, and it's really working.
And this misses here for ball 4. Just the second walk he's issued here into his 7th inning of work.
Well, when you've been out there as long as he has, you have to expect to lose a little precision in your location. He's up over 90 pitches now, so he might be starting to tire a little bit. Something to keep an eye on.
Here's Jason Hayward now. And, Dan, what's the plan of attack here for the guy on the mound?
Well, I think they have to go right after him. He's pretty unlikely to take you deep, but if you allow him to get on base, the chances of him scoring and tying this game become a lot greater.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. First pitch is a curveball that's inside, 1-0. Here it comes, 1-0. And this winds up inside for a ball, 2-0 now. And it's fouled away. Contreras, the runner at first with 2 gone. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1. Albert Almora would be next. And he may be starting to lose the feel here as that misses for ball 4, and that's back-to-back walks now with 2 away.
He did not want to let the hitter off the hook with 2 outs, and now he's got a runner in scoring position to deal with.
In now, Albert Almora, and his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
First pitch of the at-bat. Now the slider gets the call in the bottom part of the zone. Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2. Almora with an even count, 2-2.
This is a huge pitch right here. I don't think he wants to go 3-2 and have those runners be in motion. Look for him to be aggressive with what he thinks is his best pitch right now.
The 2-2 hit on the ground down the first baseline, but this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Here now the 2-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike three. A couple of walks with no damage. We'll touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Javier Molina. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, Matty, but as he walks to the plate right here, he feels good building off that last AB. He hit that ball on the screws.
Strike one to start the at-bat. Line towards center field. Almora is right there, one down.
Boy, sometimes they say you hit it hard, good things will happen. Well, that's not the case right there. That was a bullet that just stayed up and is caught in the outfield.
Here's Colton Wong now. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats. Trying to send him packing for the second time. And this is knocked down on the mound. Thankfully, he's able to recover, and he gets the second out at first.
Center fielder, Harrison.
And that'll bring up the former top prospect, Harrison Bader. It was a walk in his last trip. First pitch on its way. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. 2 balls and no strikes to the Cardinals center fielder.
This at-bat sets up really good right here, right? Hasn't seen a fastball yet, but now he gets to count at 2 balls and no strikes. He has to be looking for a fastball right here.
Too high, and it's 3-0. That one's in there, 3-1. Next pitch will be number 100 for him now through 6 2/3. Swung on and missed 3-2.
When you get yourself to a 3-1 count and you get a fastball, those are the ones you really want to punish. Couldn't get the bat on it, so we'll see if that comes back to haunt him.
Payoff pitch coming from Lester. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Cardinals, but they're on top 2-0.
Daniel
attention,
Descalso
please.
is into the on-deck circle
for
now as he'll
Chicago.
pinch hit for the
Number
pitcher,
3,
Lester.
Daniel Descalso.
A high fastball is in there. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And another strike. Good fastball under the hands. It's 0-2.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Count remains at 0-2. Descalso behind 1-2. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2. Here now the 2-2 is laid off and the count runs full.
What we're seeing here is a really smart at bat. They got to be thinking the man on the mound is getting a little short on gas, so when you go up there and make him throw a bunch of pitches, you're more likely to get a good pitch to hit or at least force him out of the game.
Count remains full. The 3-2 one more time. Now here's the ball hit high and deep is straight away right field. Back goes Fowler, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. And the Cubs could be onto something here. It's a leadoff double.
That's what you call a clutch piece of hitting. Down 2 runs, he puts himself in scoring position and brings the tying run to the plate. We'll see what they do with the base open here. This one's getting interesting.
Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. John Brebbia is on the pitch here in the 8th with nobody out.
Changes for St. Louis. Now pitching and batting in the 8th slot, number 60, John Brebbia. Now playing center field and batting 9, number 41, Tyler O'Neill.
Here's Ben Zobrist now. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Up top, it's 2-0.
Clearly staying away from him in this at bat with that runner in scoring position tells me they're trying to force him to reach for something and maybe roll over on it.
Too tight with that one. 3-0. Here it is, the 3-0, and he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
It was obvious when the count ran to 2-0 that they were not going to give this guy anything to hit. Sometimes you have to pick your battles, and they're going to try their luck with the next hitter.
Now at the plate, Kris Bryant, and he's looking to make something happen here with 2 on and nobody out.
Well, early in the count, expect him to look for a ball to drive. If he gets 2 strikes against him, he'll need to change his plan and focus on moving the runners up. This game is too close to get greedy. From the stretch, fouled off.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
He's going to have to make adjustment on that slider away. He can't just make it a non-competitive pitch and allow these guys to take. He's got to start that a little bit more over the middle of the plate to get that swing and miss on the outer half.
And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. Called strike that time, and it's even at 2-2.
Even though he let that one go, you know that's the kind of pitch he likes to take a big hack at. Not too many power hitters that don't like a stomach-high fastball, so he's probably not throwing that one again.
The 2-2 is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 3.
Really important time for a strikeout there, guys. Tying run at first, so objective number 1 is straining him on base. And now with 1 out, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that run.
So it's a tight spot here. First and second, 1 man out. And into bat next, the left-handed hitting first baseman, Anthony Rizzo. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
They've done a real nice job keeping this guy into wraps in this one. No hits for him so far, and what stands out to me is they're going right after him. They're not pitching him like they're afraid he...
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Brad Brock is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 29, Brad Brock.
At the plate, Tyler O'Neill, and he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago.
Tyler O'Neill.
Here's the first pitch to him. Fouled straight back. Foul tip held on to behind the plate at strike 2. The 0-2 pitch is taken. That's ball 1. The 1-2 is a fastball, then off the plate for a ball.
Well, he kind of got caught chasing the first 2 pitches out of the strike zone. But I think he's caught on to their game a little bit right now. 2 tough pitches that he took with 2 strikes, and now the count is 2-2.
The 2-2. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. So that leadoff base hit means considerable speed aboard to start out the inning.
I mean, that's to frustrate the guy on the mound right there. You get him down 0-2, no put-away pitch, works the count back to neutral, and is able to mix in a base hit. Nice job.
In now, Matt Carpenter, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Well off the plate with the change of pace. That's ball 2. And it looks like the Cubs will get a left-hander up and working out of the bullpen. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. But that'll be off the wall in right center. O'Neill ignores his coach. He's chugging for home. He comes across to score as they push their lead to 3 now.
Hey, D-Roll, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
Runner at second now. Nobody out. And that'll bring in the Illinois State product, Paul DeYoung. First offering on its way. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
This is going to be an interesting at-bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
That's on the inside corner to put him behind here. 0-2.
All right, as a hitter right here, you got to know he's throwing you tough pitches. He does not want to miss over the heart of the plate. That's when you step out, regroup, maybe sit over the heart of the plate, knowing that he's trying to execute so well, he might miss right down the middle.
Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
Boy, that was an awfully close pitch right there. I know if I'm on the mound, I want that pitch called a strike. That's one of those that could go either way.
And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
That's the 3rd time in this game he's gone down on strikes. Not the game he was hoping to have when he was taking batting practice, but at least his guys are ahead.
Stepping in now, Paul Goldschmidt, as the first pitch misses high and inside for ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. A ball and a strike to the Cardinals' first baseman. Now the 1-1 pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And there's out number 2.
The left fielder, 23,
Stepping in, Marcell Ozuna. He looked to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1.
You know, hats off to the pitcher right there. You got a great hitter at the plate. It's early in the count, and he wanted to get ahead. Nice challenge pitch right there.
Comes set, and the 0-1. Fouled away. Working for the punch out and the offering. Good changeup in the dirt. Strike 3. Up with it, Contreras. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Cards get a run courtesy of Matt Carpenter. Last chance coming up here for the Cubs. It's now a 3-0 lead for St. Louis. Jordan Hicks takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
number 49.
Stepping up now, Javier Baez. It's been been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point.
They look like they're up against it here, down 3 on the road, trying to come back against a closer.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Off we go in the ninth as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Hard hit ball to second, and that's into the gap and should be extra bases. He's around first, heading for 2. And the Cubs could be onto something here. It's a leadoff double.
When you heard the crack of the bat, you just knew that was going to get down for an extra base hit. Great way to start an inning, that's for sure.
Schwarber.
Into the box now, Kyle Schwarber. As he'll lay off a slider too low, ball 1. The 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2.
The last thing you want to do when you've got a 3-run lead in the ninth is give the other guys any sense of hope. It's a good time to challenge here on 2-0, especially since there's a good chance he's taking until he gets a strike.
Still no thought of a challenge here as they'll run it to 3-0 now. Baez stands at second with no outs. And he misses there for ball 4, so runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
The closer is supposed to slam the door on his opponent, but he left the door wide open with a walk there. We'll see if they can capitalize on it.
So it's first and second now. Nobody out. And stepping up to hit next, the catcher Wilson Contreras. First pitch coming. Here it is. A ball and no strikes. And this is right past Molina and back to the screen. So now 2 men in scoring position.
Man, it was already a dicey situation with 2 on and no out, and then things get worse with the wild pitch there. So instead of a chance to turn 2, they've got runners on second and third, and a base hit will drive in a pair.
Couple of men in scoring position here with none down. Line hard to the left side, but quick reactions at the hot corner take away a hit, and there's one gone.
The batter, the right fielder, Jason Hayward.
So a crucial moment here, and standing in, Jason Hayward. But a single here could reduce the deficit to only 1. He's set, and the pitch. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up. DeYoung into shallow left. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the second out.
Great scoring opportunity missed right there. You talk about frustration.
Almora.
Popping it up with 2 runners in scoring position. He'd like to get that one back.
Digging in once again, Albert Almora. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Nope.
First pitch is a sinker, too low. 1-0. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
Just above the zone that time. Looked like a misfired sinker.
Here's the 3-0. In tight as this pitch misses, and it's a 4-pitch walk.
That is just a great at-bat there. When you're down late, you need base runners any way you can get them. And that never-say-die mentality could be the difference. We'll see how it plays out.
Ian Happ will be called on as a pinch hitter here in a big spot. He'll have the bases loaded with 2 out in the inning.
Ian Happ.
First pitch is a slider down low. It's 1-0. The bases are loaded in front of him, so a real opportunity for him to put a dent in that 3-run deficit. The 1-0. Looked like a slider perhaps, but it missed badly, and it's 2-0.
Well, when the pressure starts to intensify, it often feels like the strike zone gets harder and harder to hit. This is a big spot here.
Ball 3, 3-0.
Well, nothing can make you question yourself on that mound more than 3 straight balls to a guy you know that you should go right after. Sometimes you just lose the strike zone and you don't know why.
There's a strike as he gets this one over. It's 3-1 now.
Taking all the way there, and a walk could be huge here, so I wouldn't be surprised if he's got the bat on his shoulder again on the next pitch.
Left side, but well fouled. A crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. The Cubs are down to their final strike here. And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score.
And it's times like these that a pitcher feels awfully lonely. I can see why he didn't want to be too aggressive. Last thing he wants to do is give up a grand slam to a dangerous hitter, but walking in a run is painful too. And here he is again, still with the bases loaded.
Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Ben Zobrist, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First pitch on its way. Good pitch to hit, a sinker down the chute, but it's taken for a strike. Ready with the 0-1. Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. Struck him out, so he'll strand the possible tying run at second, and a great job of working out of trouble as this ball game is over.
Yeah, he does surrender 1 run, so it wasn't a flawless performance. But this game, you don't have to be perfect. You just have to be good enough to win, and he was.
3-1 the final score this afternoon. St. Louis took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Miles Michaelis is the winning pitcher of record. John Lester pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
Score this afternoon. First for the victorious St. Louis Cardinals, 3 runs on 7 hits, no errors. They left 4 men on base. The winning pitcher is Miles Michaelis. The loss goes to John Lester. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 40 minutes. Our paid attendance this afternoon, 46,000. The Cardinals would like to